Welcome to another episode of the Bug Bite, hosted by yours truly, Tech Coach Ralph, where we are engineered to win. In today's episode, we are going to be talking about a healthcare data breach that affected 2.2 million customers. Yes, you heard that right. 2.2 million customers. So, without wasting any time, let's jump right into the article and let's get through it. So this article is by CS Hub, Cybersecurity Hub, and we are going to be reviewing the McLaren Health Care data breach and how it impacted 2.2 million people. Ransomware gang Black Cat ALPHV Alpha V claimed responsibility for the cyber attack in October. This article was written by Michael Hill on November 17th, 2023. So let's get into the article. Healthcare delivery system McLaren Health Care has notified around 2.2 million individuals that their personal information was compromised in a data breach earlier this year. In a new data breach notice filed with Maine's Attorney General, the Michigan-based company said hackers accessed its systems between late July and August before it detected the activity. According to McLaren, the exposed information includes social security numbers, health insurance information, medical information, including billing or claims information, medical records numbers, prescription medication information, and diagnostic and treatment information. How about that for a violation of HIPAA laws? This right here is super, super dangerous. I've worked for healthcare companies. I've worked with companies that handle healthcare data, and the HIPAA violations and the HIPAA laws are super, super strict and important. And because you can't be sharing out customers' information, like doctors are not even allowed to talk about what's going on with their patients. So let's read a little bit more, see what's going on, right? Notorious ransomware gang Black Cat ALPHV claimed responsibility for the attack in October. McLaren has not confirmed whether it received or paid a ransom demand. Meanwhile, several lawsuits have been filed against McLaren in the wake of the incident for failing to effectively secure sensitive data. McLaren provides services to a number of hospitals across Michigan and around 28,000 employees. McLaren moved quickly to investigate and respond to the incident. Upon discovering the event, McLaren said it moved quickly to investigate and respond to the incident, assessing the security of its systems and identifying potentially affected individuals. McLaren notified federal law enforcement regarding the event and is working to implement additional safeguards and trainings to its employees, it added. So I'm curious how they actually got in. Was it some type of social engineering? Was it some type of insecure systems, like they didn't have OAuth, or like from based on what we heard in the past, right? It could be many, many things. Okay, so let's keep going. McLaren is also providing impacted individuals with guidance on how to protect themselves against identity theft and fraud, including advising them how to report any suspected incidents of identity theft or fraud to their credit card company and or bank, it said. Furthermore, the firm is providing individuals with information on how to place a fraud alert and security freeze on one's credit file, along with the contact details for the National Consumer Reporting Agencies and information on how to obtain a free credit report. It has also issued a reminder to remain vigilant for incidents of fraud and identity theft by reviewing account statements and monitoring free credit reports, and encouragement to contact the Federal Trade Commission, their state attorney general, and law enforcement to report attempted or actual identity theft and fraud. So they're trying to play cleanup now because, I don't know how the hackers got in, but they're trying to, like, the cleanup process is always much more difficult than the mess that was caused, right? So let's see if they give us any more details on what caused it or how they got in. But so far, I don't see any of that. Last month, Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel said that the attack on McLaren reflects how susceptible information infrastructure can be, stating that organizations that handle the most personal data have a responsibility and a duty to implement safety measures that can withstand cyber attacks and ensure that a patient's private health information remains private. And here comes in, so hackers are always going to be evolving, right? And I'm going to say that a lot of times, part of the problem to be able to stop the hackers is the regulations in place take time to, like, a lot of times those regulations in place actually cause you to be hacked because you have to go through all these different approval processes and stuff like that. And by the time you get to that point, you might be like, you always end up playing like the reactionary role, right? A lot of times through a lot of regulations, but at the same time, without regulations, you can have people, you can have these organizations just going about it by doing whatever. But another aspect to it is, if a like let's say you don't have regulations, right? But in order for companies not to lose credibility, not to lose customers and stuff like that, they also want to be providing the best service. So there's many sides to this topic, right? About how to provide effective cybersecurity. But I can definitely say that the government only shows up to play the blame game on why something will happen a particular way. So let's keep going. Healthcare sector, a prime target for cyber attacks. The healthcare industry is a prime target for cyber attacks due to the sheer volume of sensitive information typically stored on the systems of healthcare providers and organizations, with the frequency and severity of attacks against the healthcare sector increasing in recent years. In July, it was revealed that the US-based healthcare company HCA suffered a data breach impacting 11 million patients. I wasn't even aware of that. We are going to be reviewing that soon, all right? Last year, almost 1 million people were affected by a ransomware on a New York-based healthcare billing company, Practice Resources, which exposed the data of patients from 27 hospitals and physician offices. Ooh, it is not looking good out here. The average cost of a healthcare data breach has surged to nearly $11 million, marking a 53% increase since 2020. Sarah Jones, cybersecurity threat intelligence research analyst at Critical Start, tells Cybersecurity Hub. Additionally, the Black Cat ALPHV ransomware gang maintained unauthorized access to McLaren systems for an extended 3-week period. This prolonged dwell time indicates a shift in the cybersecurity landscape as cyber criminals adapt tactics to minimize risk and optimize their efforts. And I remember seeing this type of stuff in the TV show 24, right? 24 was just a precursor to what was coming. The evolving strategy reflects cyber criminals' continuous effort to enhance effectiveness while reducing the likelihood of detection or attribution, Jones added. Furthermore, the rapid technological advancements in the healthcare sector, while beneficial, have heightened the risk of targeting, with threat actors swift to exploit vulnerabilities in healthcare records, IT systems, and medical devices. Prioritizing and investing in cybersecurity is paramount for the healthcare industry to safeguard patients from these ever-evolving cyber threats. And that is our article for today on this episode of The Bug Bite. So I hope that you found this very, very informative. I was like, I'm happy I read this article because I do want to touch into the HCA because there are tons of HCAs down here in South Florida. So I want to see, and I've been to them, right? I'm curious to see what that data breach was about, to do some more investigation. But that is our story for today. I hope that you found it informative. And if you did, I would love if you would click if you did find it informative, I would love that you would click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can know every single time that we go live, like the video, share the video, all that good stuff. And of course, check out the Patreon at www.techcoachralph.dev to see all the amazing things that we have going on in there. And I would love if you would check out the Patreon at www.techcoachralph.dev to check out all the amazing things that we go out in there, constantly releasing different topics and different content, answering your questions. And if you can sign up for a tier, get one-on-one coaching, so many things, right? So whatever you do, just check it out. Enjoy all the content that we are releasing. And until next time, this is Tech Coach Ralph with another episode of The Bug Bite, signing off.
If you enjoyed the fascinating information shared in this video and you want more, be sure to hit the subscribe button to Tech Coach Ralph to be notified for new videos.